Sometimes the loudest mistake isn't what you say, it's when you say it. And that's the real story surrounding Boosie right now, because in less than 24 hours, Boosie is going to find out whether he's walking away on probation or losing 2 full years of his freedom. Boosie will be sentenced in his gun possession case, and everything that happened right before that moment is why this situation feels heavier than normal. Now, before you leave any comments, please watch the entire video. This isn't a regular court date. This isn't just another appearance. This is a decision that affects Boosie's next chapter. Most people, when they're facing something this serious, go quiet. They pull inward. They focus on family, faith, and peace. But instead of silence, Boosie found himself pulled back into an old conflict because Kodak Black dropped a diss record aimed directly at him less than a day before sentencing. The song is called Christmas Eve.
Boosie looking down on the. I used to look at the Boosie. He hate I got more bread. That old ass stupid. You don't need more like an OG. Couldn't find me so you got Cody. You know me. Alright, speak.
This tension didn't begin overnight. It traces back years to the moment Kodak Black did a record with 6ix9ine. At that time, 6ix9ine had just come home after cooperating, and the culture had already drawn a line. Nobody wanted to work with him. No features, no cosigns. So he started paying for them. When Kodak took that deal, it shocked people, especially street rappers who believed some lines shouldn't be crossed. Boosie believed Kodak should have turned the money down and stood on principle, and he said that publicly.
No principle. Damn. Thought that was like that. Fuck me up. Nigga hurt me with that one. Fuck me up.
I thought it was a lie. Tried to call Kodak, but he must have had a new number or some shit. Called his brother, and I asked him, did Kodak do a song with 6ix9ine? He said, yeah, bro. Think so, bro. Hung up. He called back. Don't talk to Kodak? Fuck no. Block Kodak. You know, Kodak done been in jail, bro, so that was a detrimental move to him, bro. 6ix9ine is the most hated person in prison. When people looking at their case, this motherfucker old 6ix9ine. What Kodak did, he's gonna have to stand on that.
Once integrity gets questioned in public, relationships rarely recover. Tension builds, no reset button. From that moment forward, things never fully cooled off. The beef didn't stay loud, but it stayed alive. Just weeks ago, Boosie laughed at Kodak Black for linking up with Gunna in Miami, another move he viewed as crossing a cultural line. Kodak didn't let it slide.
I don't know why Boosie like commented under the picture with me and Gunna when I put up on Gunna. Yeah, Booty Trap is my club, bro. In Miami, know that, bro. Like, no, I ain't even gonna say. But yeah, bro, he called me up on it like, man, fuck that, bro. Stop playing Boosie, bro. Cause you heard this, bro. You playing, bro.
Hours before Boosie learns his fate, he sends out one final tweet. Not a short response, not a joke, but a full emotional unload. Boosie says, "You wait until the day before I go to court to drop a weak-ass diss song. You're a hashtag CCCH clout-chasing crackhead. You know what I got going on. And you do this the day before court, you a real clown. It's still not going to get people to mess with your music. When's the last time you heard somebody say, put on that new Kodak? You done, bro. Your career is over. Your music trash and your looks are even worse. Only time you relevant when you mention me or YB. You still mad you did that song and I blowed you down. You can't take that back. You a lame now and your music is ish. Anyway, I got court tomorrow, but I'm sure you know that. You gonna be up all night smoking that ish, wishing bad on me, shaking my head. God got me. One thing won't happen though. I won't be checking PC like you did. Good night, you CCCH. That tweet isn't strategy. That's pressure talking." Now, before we go any further, if you rock with the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more hip-hop news like this. It really helps the channel grow. First of all, nobody controls when a diss record drops. That's the point of a diss. It's meant to disrupt, not accommodate. Whether Kodak knew about Boosie's court date or not doesn't change that. But here's the real issue. If you're hours away from possibly losing 2 years of your freedom, the last thing you should be doing is feeding internet drama. Not because responding is weak, but because it's unnecessary. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who's reading. And you don't know what impressions are being formed. Nobody was really talking about Kodak's diss. But now everyone will. And that part can't be undone. This isn't really about Kodak, it's about priorities. At some point, especially when even street rappers say the streets are dead, you have to choose what you're protecting, your image or your future. So here's the question I want you to think about. Was Boosie right to respond in that moment, or did emotion take over at the worst possible time? And if you were facing sentencing the next morning, would you be online or would you be silent? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications for more hip-hop news like this. And if this breakdown added value, there's another one waiting on your screen right now. Click it and I'll see you there. I'll catch you in the next one.